Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for the Panda palette. As you guys know, I'm working on 3 palettes at the moment. One from a couple of years ago, I think at this point, and 2 that I rolled in this year. So let's take a look at where I am. Starting off with the oldest one. This is a Too Faced, this is a Glamour to Go palette, but the shade in here is from the Enchanted Glamourland palette. Let's take a quick look at what that one looked like last time. And my goal was to try and hit side pan on the silver shade. This is where I am right now. And as you can see, I did hit side pan on that shade, so I'm pretty happy with that. There wasn't too much eyeshadow there, so it's not too big of a surprise, but still nice to see a little bit of progress, and I always like that. The moment you hit pan, you really start to see some progress, even though like at the start sometimes it feels like forever before you see any type of movement. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm pairing the silver a lot with the brighter colors from the LA Colors palette. I'm doing that today as well. I have it on top of the blue, and that's how it works for me. It kind of makes them a little bit more pastel-y, which since we're in springtime right now is actually perfect. So also did my spring nails for the first time. If you've seen my project polish, you know that this is a shade that I just rolled in, so I'm very happy to be using some more spring shades lately. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Sorry, this is the LA Colors palette in Lush that I'm working on right now. Let's take a quick look at what that one looked like last time. And my main goal for that one was to hit side pan on the white shade and to hit pan on the blue. And this is where we are right now. And as you might be able to see, I did hit my goals. I think I've used the white shade about like 15 times, 10 to 15 times. And it was easy enough for me to hit side pan on that. That literally was one use for me to hit that side pan. And then I've been kind of expanding it over the last month. The yellow shade I've used, I think about 3 times. I have it as my transition shade today as well, so I realized that that actually works okay, so I might start doing that a little bit more. The green shade I've used once, also topped with the silver shade to make it a little bit more pastel-y. I actually did that yesterday. I liked it, and I think that's the first time I like properly used the green shade in here, so it was about time since we're in April already. The blue shade has been my main focus this month, even though of course I've been using the white a lot as well, but that is just my inner corner shade at the moment. So I've been using this on my lid most of the time, silver on top of it as well most of the time, and I've been kind of playing around with different shades as my transition and my crease shade to make sure it wasn't the same thing over and over again. I think I used it about 10 times or so, and I did manage to hit pan on it. Today I'm wearing it again just to expand the pan a little bit more, make sure it was properly visible, because it was like a teeny tiny pan before today. But yeah, and then the purple shade I think I've used once as well, also on my lid with the silver shade on top, and it's starting to crumble a little bit. There is a little piece on the side that's starting to fall off. I saved it, so I'm still gonna try and use it, but I knew it was going to fall out when I held this up to you guys, so I just took it out for a little bit. There is a bit of a dip already in this one, because this was a shade I used the most, I think, kind of organically before I had this in my Panda palette. And yeah, I'm planning to focus on this one a little bit more actually, because I think there is a fair chance of me hitting pan on it within the next month. So that is going to be one of my goals for this palette for sure. But let's quickly move on to the Bourjois trio before we're really going to be talking goals. So the last one that I'm working on is a little trio from Bourjois. So also for that one, let's take a look at where I was at last time. And then this is where we are at right now. I have no idea whether you guys can actually see any difference. So let me just pull this back again and show you guys some close-ups instead. I've started using the lighter shade a fair bit more. I have that as my highlight shade today. So it's definitely starting to flatten out already. I think also this one I've used 10-ish times, maybe a little bit less. So it's nice to see that it's already starting to get a fair bit flatter. I've used the medium shade in this palette I think once or twice, not a whole lot, but I've used it kind of as a transition creasy shade. When I did in the dark shade, I think I've also used once or twice. I have that in my crease today as well to darken things up. So I've made a little bit of progress on that one as well. Nothing major though. So yeah, that is the progress that I've been making. And then for goals, I'm kind of thinking about it right now. I definitely want to keep using the silver shade. I still have a little bit of product in both corners right here, so definitely want to clear out the corners and kind of start working my way up. Maybe at least the middle part of the pan I want to have shown from like the middle downwards, and then see what I can get done on the sides. For this one, like I said, I'm probably going to be using the yellow a little bit more as my transition shade, and I want to focus more on the purples. So this might be a bit much, but I would like to try and hit pan on both of them. I feel like I haven't made enough progress on this palette yet, so why not try to hit pan on 2 shades at once. The green, I'm not gravitating towards too much yet, just because I've had a lot of greens in my projects last year, so I'm just taking a little bit of a break from greens, and I will definitely get to that somewhere later in the year. And then for the Bourjois palette, I know I'm not going to be able to hit pan on it, or at least I'm pretty sure, but the lighter shade is definitely going to be my brow bone shade still for the biggest part of the month, so I'm just gonna like focus on that shade in here and see how much progress we can make. And that is it. I have a slideshow at the end if you want to kind of see the progress that I managed to make so far from update to update. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!